Hi, Nina here. I just finished up a virtual presentation to a wonderful group of women. It was a class called Jewish Women and Food. It's complicated because our relationship with food and body can be complex. And there are a few slides that I shared in that presentation that I think is helpful for everybody. And one is this idea that our relationship with food runs deep. We have a history with food in terms of our family, what we grew up with. It's complicated and it's layered. There are many layers to it. There are our beliefs around food. There's our history around food. There's the history that we have in our body, right? It's complex. And so how does all this complexity impact our relationship with our food and body? It can sometimes really create food and weight obsession. We can get into this confusion, this feeling of not enoughness, right? This, what's wrong with me that I can't figure this out? There's a sense of self-judgment, and we often get into this place of not trusting ourselves. And what about this next diet? And maybe I should try this other thing, right? And what happens with that is that it is stressful. It like literally stresses us out. And when we're stressed, that's not a great thing because stress hormones increase, right? That's cortisol. And inflammation increases, and mood and sleep issues get a little bit kicked up, and we disconnect from our hunger and satiety cues, right? We stop losing that sense of knowing when to eat, when not to eat, right? And we keep blaming and shaming ourselves about what we eat. And that is a problem. It's painful. And it's so important to remember our relationship with our body is about so much more than food, right? It's about our history. It's about where we are in our life. It's about the stress that's going on. Our relationship with food and body is a doorway. It's a doorway to our beliefs, to our feelings, to our expectations of ourself. There's so much going on when we start to explore our relationship with food and body. It's a doorway that really allows us to grow and transform and to be more of who we want to be in our life. So if that's something that interests you, let me know. Let's talk about it and figure out what's going on. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in.